to Talk of the Town. I'm Robyn Zimmerman, and so excited to introduce to you all our next guest, an interesting man, Arthur Benjamin, author, and he has written this book called Bishop, and it just came out. Bishop, One Man's Journey of Trials, Tragedy, and Triumph. But Arthur is also a man that I have gotten to know in the last few minutes. I worked for the Department of Corrections back years ago in DJJ.
Right.
You are currently
Yes.
the director of the Jasper County Detention Center.
Correct.
And now author.
Author. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So good to have you on our
Thank
program.
Thank you.
So what moved you to write this book? And I love the cover. Bishop.
That it's a funny story because that book was like 15 years old. I started writing different manuscripts. It was a hobby from what I do as my professional life. It's something, an outlet for me.
Right.
And it goes back to when my father had challenged me when he used to take me and my brother to movies. I always say, "Hey, Dad, I think I would have did it this way and that." And he say, "Hey, shut up. Either you do it and make your own or just watch it and everything." So at that time, my mind started imagining, and I started writing different manuscripts. And I always wanted The Godfather. I loved the movie.
Yes.
I loved the movie because The Godfather was the structure of the family.
Yes.
Other than everything else, just the structure of the family. And so I got myself into, I said, I want to write one. And Bishop came along, and his name is Don Bishop.
All right.
And Don Bishop goes through a journey of his experience. He goes through from the criminal underworld activity
Right.
through all the way up where God still has a hand on him. In spite he's in the darkness, this journey takes you through a time and a period where he goes through drama, romance, a little comedy, and love. And a love for God, and the love of a special young lady that comes in his life later on.
And
So
it takes place in New York City.
it takes place in New York City, but it transitioned down to Savannah, Georgia.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to bring it back down
Back down to Lowcountry.
To the Lowcountry. Yes.
And so where can we find this book? It looks fascinating.
The book, either you can go on my Facebook page,
Yes.
and we do have a website where you can order the book. It's Bishop 629 Entertainment .square space.com.
You need to get it on Amazon.
That's what I'm working with
you're
now.
working on
yes,
it now?
Yes, I'm trying to work in.
So is this the first of another possible book or a sequel?
You know what? It's so funny because when you're talking, you're saying that, and it's just confirmation. I was asked from the publishing company, page by page, right when we was almost finished, they said, you have to do a sequel.
Yes.
So I said, okay, I'll do some. The difference with that book, that picture was taken about 5 years ago. And
is that you?
that is me. And the publisher, they said, they saw some pictures of mine. They said, let's use this one. This is something about that picture. So I say, you do know I'm in law enforcement, and this activity, I don't even want this.
Right.
No, we want to use this because that picture says a lot, and you play as the character. So I said, okay, so what we did different was different pictures are in that book with different family members, different close friends of mine. So we use it to make the book a little more realistic. So when you pick up and you start reading it, it's like you can't put it down. You always want to know what's going to happen next.
But it's not an autobiography.
No, it is a fiction.
It is fiction.
It is a fiction.
Well, and I see, and our time is almost up, and I see you've dedicated to your father and your mother, and I think that's really special.
My mother's still living, and that's one of my biggest fans, and I even have her in there as well.
That's great.
Yes.
All right, Bishop. Well,
Bishop.
I want to read it. It
No
looks
problem.
fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being with us. Arthur Benjamin, the name of his book is Bishop.
And I thank you
right.
for having me too.
Yes,
I appreciate
great
it.
to meet you, and thank you
Yes.
for your work in the correctional arena.
Thank you
so much.
Okay.
All right.